Brosplay! You know what they say, brother. Time to clean up the city.
I do, in fact, know what you're talking about, brother. But more on that. Up next, on Crackdown.
More next time.
Oh!
That's a great crouch I got there.
That's nice. It's very nice. It's super very nice. It's ultra very nice.
Hang on, I gotta figure out which way we're going.
TV wannabe.
Okay, how does
I
this...
loved all the nonsense that they come up. All their
Korn+Flake. How do I...
Is that what it said?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, it moved too quickly. All of their made-up names are hilarious.
I think this will go where I'm looking to go.
Ooh.
They're all severe risk.
I did say so. If the first one had people shooting at us the moment we came out of the tunnel.
Yeah, what do you call... Well, I mean, these people actually have, like, explosives and stuff, so I guess, the risk does go up a bit.
Not explosives. Dude. That guy's in the wrong place.
Yeah. You done fucked up now.
So I'm kind of feeling weird. I don't know if I have a sickness, but my throat's feeling weird. What have you been doing with your throat there, Mitch?
What you been putting in your throat to make it feel weird?
Obviously, if I was drinking more semen, I would have a much better throat for voice acting.
Those people actually exploded inside their vehicle.
Please don't interrupt my obvious self-deprecation.
If I want to deprecate all over you, I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
what is this?
Public deprecation.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in most countries.
You're in charge with public deprecation. It wouldn't surprise me.
You're so funny, you know that?
Doesn't Canada, this country? I said it like we don't live here. Don't we have?
Doesn't that Canada country do silly things?
You know, I hear in Ontario they like to say a boot. Don't we have some stupid offended laws?
You mean like if you're offended, you can sue people?
Yeah.
I heard something about a comedian getting in a decent amount of trouble for heckling some people.
He called them lesbians.
I mean, that probably wasn't the smartest.
Well, they were. they were making out in front of
So then it's not an insult. It's not an insult at all.
Oh, he might have said it. He might have used derogatory terms for it, but
well, that's the thing. If you're then that's like you're insulting people, but it's still not against the law.
I don't
shouldn't be.
I don't think what you say, unless you intentionally incite violence. I don't think anything you say in a comedy club of all places. Should be down for a debate.
A comedy club, yeah. I feel like you're pretty much always wrong if you're not the comedian.
I think you should be able to state that delivery is more important than anything. Because when you're, like, let's say, fuck, I can't come up with a really good insult, but it's so easy to take what someone said out of context and say it as though it were on paper. Like,
I actually saw a really good example today from Scooby-Doo.
Do it.
Where he's like, I'm not saying anything to you. You just want people to think that I think Smallville sucks. And then they show it on the news. It's like, all Freddy had to say was, and then they show the clip of him going, I think Coolsville sucks.
Oh, that's funny. You said Smallville, but I like that.
I know.
Okay. It would be a good example was Key and Peele. their Liam Neeson's video.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like if you just wrote that down, there's no comedy there. It's all delivery. It's all the chemistry between the two of them, the passion that they put into the performance.
Well, it's like Dane Cook.
Yeah, that too.
A lot of the stuff he says isn't funny on its own merit.
I can't even remember a Dane Cook. Oh, you remember one of his old it's not his oldest, but ooh.
Who yelled "Look out"?
Ooh. That was like a fail compilation right there.
Woo!
There's a really old Dane Cook joke about YouTube, back when YouTube was not what it is now.
Yeah, the A:(F6 joke?
Yeah, like you could type A:(F6 into YouTube and there'd be some kid who painted A:(F6 on his shirtless body as he stopped going 90 miles an hour in an intersection yelling A:(F6.
Like, I remember thinking, oh, well, that's crazy. This YouTube thing must be crazy.
Yeah.
And then I went and I looked it up. I did hit what he said. I just sort of put things in. Didn't work, so I thought, okay, well, let's try A:(F6.
Yep.
Turns out it's a very specific video.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it lasted for years. It was 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute long video with a guy that had A:(F6 written on his chest.
What?
Just like dancing around.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, it was the perfect example of how ridiculous YouTube is, but it wasn't like, that's not how all of YouTube is.
Do you know why YouTube started?
Wasn't it for people to share like camping videos and stuff?
No, it's significantly less innocent.
Oh.
3 PayPal employees, or at least 2 of them were PayPal employees. They... What?
Double kick.
Was that a zombie?
Yeah, this is the like start of the freaks. The doctor I'm about to kill is the one who created the freaks.
Oh, so the freaks
Oh,
weren't
this
out
is
of
actually
nowhere.
a door. See this?
That's goofy.
Yeah.
So the freaks didn't come out of nowhere. There was actually a point.
They were created.
Okay. That is a goofy door. That is not obvious at
Yeah,
all.
that is not the way to do it.
I'm having flashbacks of that, of not being happy about that when I first played this.
There's a lot of bosses after the Los Muertos people that are really hard to figure out where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
I think most of it's because it's indoor and you're playing a guy who can jump 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
So like, why would I ever go inside if it's not explicitly necessary?
Oh, but back to my thing.
Notice the grenades knock him down?
They were all PayPal employees, I think, or at least 2 of them were, and they decided, or one of them wanted to find pictures. Yeah, nude photos of Janet Jackson from the Super Bowl.
So they created...
So they created a file sharing service that turned into YouTube.
Well, you gotta respect that.
Oh, man's constant pursuit for breasts.
Yeah.
The whole reason that the YouTube is a white background is because it was the least amount of bandwidth, and back then people's internet was not capable
Unlimited.
for what you do now. No, I don't even mean that. Actually, back then, internet was generally unlimited because it was so unpopular.
Oh, because people didn't use it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, back then, how much bandwidth could you actually move through? Like, even if you
It
wanted
was
to.
Very small, because videos were not popular. It was almost entirely images. You would see web pages that maybe had 3 or 4, like they were 3 or 4 deep. Nowadays, web pages can be really complicated. But back then, people didn't recognize the potential, which is crazy. When you think about, like, someone says, like, I don't really understand how I could profit using a tool that can access it's generally every human being on the planet. I wonder how that could be profitable. That's what makes me laugh when people discover that you can make money on YouTube. Like, you mean that thing that has like 1 billion users? How can you make money there? I don't understand.
Yeah, I think for a long time it was kind of impossible on these like weird half merits because everyone knew that if you had a large base you could do it, but the idea was that like you became a little fish. As soon as you entered the internet, you're all of a sudden just like a cog in the wheel, right? I'm gonna die.
You are gonna die. Just keep running, bro.
You hear that heartbeat?
I do.
Heartbeat.
Yeah, heartbeat. What's that? What is that song?
Some bad song.
That's fucking Gambino.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember how the rest
That's a terrible.
of the song goes.
It's a terrible like pop-oriented. Where the fuck is this?
He's such a good rapper.
He's a great rapper, but that like there's certain songs where I'll listen to it and I'll go, okay, well this part's like really poppy, and then another part will come in and I'll go, yeah, okay, this part I like.
And I got him out that hands back.
Yeah, what is that? You See Me or UCLA?
Yeah, I did not know he was talking. It's the university, right? That's what he's talking about.
I believe so.
Yeah, I thought he meant I thought he was saying
UC
Los Angeles.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, I think.
Okay.
Like I think that's supposed to be the trope.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think it's University College of LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty close. It made sense to me because LA is so big and so diverse, and it's got a
You
lot of
gotta
attractive
say
people.
that.
No, what did he say?
He's like so cold. Like guys like booted him into the next
that's
dimension.
So horrible. That was probably the end of the voice session. They're like, okay, so we need extravagant yells, we need overextended screams, I need complete jargon that kind of sounds like certain languages, and then at the end they're just like, okay, we're gonna get really real here. Like that right there.
Yeah, that was. Well, also the volume follows your ear. It doesn't stick with the character. So like someone will be choking out, but you'll hear it even when you're running away.
It's really complicated creating like dynamic audio.
Creating anything is really fucking complicated on a video game.
Dude,
Like just that action right there. Let's just talk about like how complicated. So first of all, let's say you've already got your character to hang on the wall. This action, to make him do that like reasonably without him doing it automatically, and like have him make like look natural doing it, that probably took a long fucking time.
It also has to feel good. It has to feel like you're the one doing it,
which is the hardest part.
Yeah, very difficult. Fuck, I had something else to say. I feel like that's probably the tagline for the whole show.
I forgot what to say.
Fuck, I had something else to say.
Oh nice. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, that's right. Now you guys
super clever.
You guys are in trouble.
What were we talking about? We were just talking about something, and it was a good train of thought.
Was it the Gambino thing?
It was something about Gambino. But then what were we talking about climbing sounds? Oh, dynamic audio. Battlefield, since the third game, has been extraordinary as far as authentic audio. Every gun feels and sounds fantastic. They actually have objects create quiet and dampened sounds. It's actually amazing. Like a helicopter going overhead when you are between two buildings will change as it comes closer. It will be muffled when it goes behind a building. It's like the situational awareness with audio in those games are extraordinary.
Yeah, that is actually pretty incredible. I think the helicopter thing is probably one of the most complicated parts.
Yeah.
Oh, see how you're supposed to go in here? Like, it's really obvious all of a sudden that's how you're supposed to be inside this building?
Yeah, not
well, normally,
before.
Because you're, like, this super soldier, you're going to do what I just did and just go right across.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be confused because you're like, how do I get into this stupid thing?
And also, I haven't confirmed this myself, but I've heard that in Rainbow Six Siege, when people are walking above you on wooden boards, you actually hear the crunching of the wood, and dust falls down on top of you.
That's heavy.
It was free for a weekend just recently, and I tested it out. Holy shit, is it ever poorly optimized
really?
CPU wise? Oh, it's ridiculous. I couldn't play.
This is a legitimate expo, dude. Look, there's people walking around and looking at stuff.
Was that just a regular dude just decided to laugh about it?
Look.
Nice vest. Fuck, check out that guy's vest, bro. Bro! Look at that vest!
It's a pretty nice vest, actually.
That's a dope-ass vest. Oh, you just keep hop. He's dead.
Sorry. I haven't really seen anything about Siege since it first came out. And there was just videos of people doing, obviously, like, the main competition.
The destruction's pretty fantastic. Pretty super fantastic.
Well, I remember really liking Rainbow Six Vegas too.
Yes, that was
and
fantastic.
Siege looked like a completely new era.
That's what I'm so impressed with, is that they find a thing that people love, and then they say, no, let's do it differently. Because Vegas and Vegas 2 were totally different from the games before it. They had always been first-person tactical games, and it was a half first-person, half third person.
Oh, I died.
Ow.
Gee, I just coughing. Done.
Oh, thank you for joining us against Shigen?
Against the Shigen.
Ooh, come fortitude.
We're dropping into the block.